Hello everyone, welcome to Paper and Moose. We are inside, out of the cold, out of the storage unit, and I'm going to do a little bit of a recap on the most recent toothbrush, razor, vanilla ice beach towel storage unit, and just give some more information on what we found and a little bit of chit chat on behind the scenes of cleaning out a storage unit. I hope that you all are not tired of talking toothbrushes. Will we ever find another unit that has hundreds upon hundreds of toothbrushes and razors and vanilla ice towels? I'm not sure. The grand total of vanilla ice towels that we found, 12. 12 total. I would have been happy with one vanilla ice beach towel. And then we found number 2. Then we found 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On one of the towels, there was a store tag. Originally, the towels cost $9.95. Then there was a clearance sticker on the tag when it was knocked down to the price of $4.95. So $4.95 for a vanilla ice beach towel. What are you going to do? You're going to buy every one that is on the shelf. We definitely discovered through Taco Stack's due diligence, looking in one of the shopping bags, that the former renter of this unit was an extreme couponer. If you saw in Taco Stack's video, he found the receipt, I believe it was from CVS, and the person bought 14 items for a grand total of $2.01. And it said, you know, minus this for each product, and then there was another coupon on top of that. So they were extreme couponers. I remember back in the heyday of couponing, there was even a show, I think it was on TLC, about extreme couponers, and it would follow them into the grocery store. They'd have their massive binder with all their coupons. It took a lot to do extreme couponing. I worked with a woman that attempted to try it one time. I think after 2 weeks, she was like, forget this. You know, you could stack coupons. You had to know when things are going on sale. Could you buy 2, get 1 free? Could you buy 2, get 3 free? It was crazy. I also remember at the grocery stores, they used to have those little red plastic like boxes that jutted out from the shelves, and they had coupons. So you would pull the coupon out and the machine would like pop out another coupon. For kids, I didn't do this though. You know, the urge to just keep pulling the coupons out was definitely there. So maybe that is one of the reasons why that machine was gone. There's gotta be in the back of a grocery store somewhere. That little the little red box with the coupons. I'm sure there's some grocery stores that still have them on a shelf in the back room. But anyway, I do remember those. So the renters of this unit were obviously extreme couponers, and toothbrushes, razors, shampoo, and we also came across shaving cream. Those are probably the items that were easiest for them to get for free or pennies on the dollar. They also, I think, were clearance shoppers because many of the items, not the clothing in the bags though, but the other items, there were towels, washcloths, some of the boxed appliances, those all still had their price tags on from the store, but they were all clearance price tags or clearance price tags added to it, such as the vanilla ice towels. So if it was on clearance, they purchased it as well. Now for the clothing, all of it came from catalogs, whether it was Lane Bryant, Newport News, JCPenney, Sears. I don't know if there were any from Sears. There were some purses from Sears, but all those came from catalog orders. Were they on clearance in the catalogs? I'm going to say probably. And they bought multiples of the same pattern, the same style, the same shirt, the same pants, but all in large size. We found clothing probably from 3X all the way up to 9X. There weren't any small, mediums. I'm not even sure if there were larges. Everything probably started at an extra large. And there were just multiples and multiples and multiples of everything. So extreme couponer and clearance shopper. What I think happened is that the renter of the unit passed away, and the spouse, partner, family member, relative, friend, whomever was contacted when the rent was unpaid for however long, they probably knew what was in there and thought, no way. No way. Janet or Bill, I know what they put in that unit. I do not want thousands of toothbrushes. I am in no shape to clean that out. I have nowhere to put it. Let them put it up for auction. I don't want it. It was a mess. How it got that way, I don't know. Some people said, oh, you know, the facility must have went in there and looked all around. There are some facilities that do this, and then there are facilities that follow the rules of the lien laws and storage auctions. And so you have to go with those facilities versus the facilities that do not. Maybe at one point the former renter was like, I need to see if I put this specific thing in there, and then went in and just everything looked like it exploded. But as we got towards the back of the unit, and in the back of the unit, things were stacked, but still there was just stuff everywhere, you know, thrown on the floor. So I have no idea. Maybe they just drove by the unit and threw stuff out the door, and however it landed is how it landed. I didn't record more towards the end because it would have been, oh, here's a toothbrush, here a toothbrush, there a toothbrush, everywhere a toothbrush. The storage unit had toothbrushes, E-I-E-I-O. So I thought, let me just do a little recap this way. But back to the former renter of the unit. What were their intentions of these clearance and couponing items? Were they going to try and sell them on eBay, sell them at their flea market? I don't know. What are our intentions? Well, we will be selling at the flea market. We also will be donating many of the health and beauty products. There was quite a discussion about the shampoo. Many of the shampoo bottles were brittle and broken. We were stepping into clumps of frozen shampoo and some other frozen liquids that had been in the unit. It was almost a kind of hazard when you were cleaning it out because it became very slippery. We did not have to clean that off the floor. There were several patches and areas once we got, especially to the back of the unit, where like the floor was just encrusted with the frozen shampoo. So that was left for the facility to, you know, go in there and do a deep clean and clean that up. But shampoo, besides it being, you know, some containers being busted, half empty, empty all the way, in our minds, or at least my thinking was, okay, so you have shampoo in here that, you know, it's dated 2005, 2009. I don't know how long it's been in this unit, but it obviously has been frozen. It has thawed. It probably was out here in the heat. And how good is it? You have a product from 2005 or 2009. It's gone through all these elements: hot, cold, frozen, hot, cold, frozen. What are the chemicals doing inside? Is there potential for mold in the shampoo? Is it really even viable to clean your hair anymore? So donating that type of product, I'm a little skeptical, or I don't want to, I guess you could say, cause harm to anyone that would use that product, especially if they have, you know, skin conditions, or if they have, you know, dandruff, problems with their hair. I don't know, whatever it may be. Having an older, you know, 10-year plus item that has gone through heat, wind, water, fire, whatever it may be, we just decided it was best to not donate what shampoo was actually still in the containers. The shaving cream, many of the cans of the shaving cream, the bottoms were, if not completely rusted out, had started to rust, or were rusted. So those were not donated to. Talcum powder, that's a big touchy subject in the world of pharmaceutical industries and lawsuits, so those were not donated as well. But toothbrushes and razors and clothing too, those will be donated, and we also will be selling them. What will we sell them for? I threw the idea of 10 toothbrushes for $1 out, and many people were like, yeah, I'd buy that. And they brought up a good point. Toothbrushes aren't used for only cleaning your teeth. They're also used for cleaning other things like your tiles, your bathtubs. Mechanics use them, artists and crafters use them for getting into little spaces. I just don't know. I started to think the other night, so 10 for $1 at the flea market. This is flea market thinking here. I would probably have someone come up and say, I can't use 10. I can only use 1. Can I give you 10 cents? And then they hand you $1. And I'm supposed to whip up 90 cents of change. Or, if we did 4 for $1, I can only use 1. Can I give you a quarter? And then they give you a $5 bill. This is just flea market talk. This is how you prepare yourself for some of the interactions at the flea market, because it can happen. I think there was one time Taco Stacks had a big box of seashells, and he wanted $1 for the whole box. So someone only wanted 1, and I think they're like, well, can I give you 10 cents? And he's like, the whole box is $1. All right, I think he told him to just take it. So yeah, that's the thought. Is 10 too many toothbrushes? Is 5 for $1 the right number? Is 4 for $1 the right number? I don't know. Will we have someone come along and say, hey, how many boxes of toothbrushes do you have? I'll buy them all. Be our guest. As for the Vanilla Ice Baby towels, there have been a few on WorthPoint that I believe sold in 2023. One sold for around $40 some, and the one prior to that sold for around $100. I often forget to check WorthPoint. I do have a subscription to WorthPoint, but when I'm out at a storage unit, most times the service is pretty bad. So even looking on eBay takes some time. So logging into WorthPoint, remembering my password for WorthPoint, I normally don't, because there are so many passwords we have to remember. I just don't bother to check WorthPoint until I'm home. But there were some on WorthPoint, and then some of you so kindly said that there were some, I believe, on Poshmark or Mercari. I do not sell on either of those websites, and I don't shop on either of those websites, so I don't really look at them. But thank you to those that have mentioned that. Now, what else is in the unit? We had razors. Those will be going to the flea market too. We did some research on those, and putting them up in large lots on eBay, you're still getting about $2 to $3 per razor. It's just easier to take them to the flea market and offer the buyers there a really good deal and let them be happy with their purchase, and we can move inventory out and not worry about storing razors and toothbrushes for a year. We just need the flea market to be open. Many also suggested about Whatnot. We do not sell on Whatnot as of now. It's something that we are looking into it. Whatnot is a whole beast on its own. I've heard, horror stories about when people ship their stuff out. It takes a whole day to pack up Whatnot orders. So that there's a whole learning curve to that. And I don't know. I think we'd rather sell the toothbrushes and the razors at the flea market. Just make it easy. I know that I get excited when I go to my flea market and I see that the health and beauty product family is there. They've done the work. They obviously do coupons, or they might do pallet buyouts, but hey, I am happy with buying my deodorant that I use for $5 from them versus buying it online or at the store. I think it's probably at least $12 now. It's crazy. It's Schmidt's charcoal deodorant. I use that. So sure, I will give you $5. Toothpaste, $2 or $3 for a huge tube that would cost $8 in the store. Take my $3. I think they sell toothbrushes too, but I don't think they have the quantity that we have. So yes, going to the flea market, selling it at a low, reasonable cost, making the buyers happy, and we will also be happy because it will lessen our inventory. But what a unit, a big, big surprise. It looked like a complete mess. It was a mess, it was, but you just never know, what could be in there. If those boxes had been in good condition, if there wouldn't have been shampoo and all the stuff on the floor, it definitely would have sold for a lot more money. People love the boxes. People love new in package items, new old stock. So we were very fortunate that we kind of saw the treasure amongst the trash and got it for only $5. It did take some work. It was cold out, but it was also a lot of fun. And heck, I mean, I have vanilla ice towels set for life. I'm set for life with vanilla ice towels. I cannot wait to take mine to the beach and put it out. Whether people will care, I don't care. It's just going to be fun to walk back from the ocean and there's, vanilla ice. And hey, I will always know where my spot is on the beach. Oh my gosh, what if there would have been a vanilla ice beach umbrella? Oh, that would have been great. So you could have the beach umbrella and the towel. It's the little things that make you happy. And when you are buying storage units at auction, you do have to find the joy and the fun in the little things. And we had a lot of little things. We had hundreds and hundreds of toothbrushes. I will never need to buy another toothbrush in my life, ever. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little recap, just a little bit of discussion about the storage unit and behind, I don't think it was really behind the scenes, but just a little talk and providing a little bit of an update on what will now be known as a toothbrush unit. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time for the next adventure here at Paper and Booze.